Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to episode 2 of the Chatting Chit Podcast. Today we'll be chatting chit with a very good friend of mine. Couldn't really think of any nicknames to hype it up a bit, but we'll go with
just a disappointment. Really.
Chicharito, the little P, the atomic ant, like just
getting violated.
Giovinco.
It's been 1 minute.
Yeah, the Portuguese chicken. Thank you for coming on such short notice.
Oh, good, mate.
Appreciate it.
It's the last choice.
No, it was your first backup.
Yeah, the first backup.
So, but I appreciate you coming on in this short period of time, sort of.
It's all good, mate.
Request. I'd like to thank everyone for the support on the first video. It was very. What the fuck happened there? I think the door just must have popped out a bit. Oh,
you haunted?
Maybe. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, it is what it is. Thank you so much for everyone viewing on YouTube, subscribing. Like, I think it's got 300 views now, so that's amazing. Almost 300 followers on the Instagram. So if we get to 300 by the end of this episode and next week, that'll be amazing. Like I said, the YouTube went off really well. I think everyone enjoyed the video. Some things to improve on, which hopefully will be applied to this video. Hopefully it's better than the first one, and we just keep getting better every week. But yeah, so we'll move on to the weekend review, like we did last week, kind of a bit of an intro to news and stuff I found relevant, or just topics that happened within the past week. So on Wednesday, the State of Origin happened. I mean, me and Adam aren't the biggest rugby league fans.
I'm not the biggest rugby league. Yeah, no, I don't follow it.
We're not the biggest rugby league fans. Like, I follow it here and there, but nothing major. But
yeah.
State of Origin is the game I always watch. Like,
yeah,
if it's any rugby league game, we'll watch State of Origin.
Yeah.
But New South Wales lost. Was it 18-12?
I think wasn't it 16-10? I don't know. I don't remember.
It was by 6. It was by 6.
I fell asleep in the middle of the game.
Yeah, 16-10. Yeah, because what's his name? Clearly missed a kick.
Yeah.
16-10. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So New South Wales with a much stronger team.
On paper, they lost me $10 on Sportsbet.
On paper, they were the much stronger team, but everyone loves the underdog, and I don't like Queensland, but Queensland won. Munster.
That's what my dad said, actually. My dad was like, I'm going for the underdogs this time. I was like, you're born in New South Wales. You go for New South Wales.
Yeah, I know. But
what do you think of people like that, eh?
It's just...
Born in New South Wales, go for Queensland.
It's the 3-word. Scum off the earth. Scum off the earth, yeah. I think that's the best way to describe those people. But yeah, Queensland got the job done. I think Munster was winning the match.
Yeah, he played pretty good, eh?
Fucking shit, bloke. I can't stand Munster.
You don't like him?
I hate Munster. I hate him.
He's a good player, but...
Oh, great player, but he's annoying. He's annoying, very annoying. But yeah, so that was the first bit I wanted to touch on. Like, New South Wales losing at home, the choke artists. Sorry if I keep looking down. I just the notes are on Adam's phone because we're recording on mine. The second thing was, so I was listening on the radio and the news, and the New South Wales police, just police in general, said that there's apparently thousands of members of the Italian Mafia in Australia. I had no clue, and apparently they've just been just laundering money through the Australian economy. Clue. Well, the mafia is everywhere.
That's what I was going to say. The mafia is everywhere.
As they say, mafia is
everywhere. You can't really put a place they can't go.
Yeah,
they are the mafia. They run the underworld.
Very true. Very true. But yeah, it was just I was a bit fascinated.
Very weird.
That. Yeah, I was fascinated by that. Then what else happened? I mean, the NBA happened. I think it's game 3 today.
Yeah, game 4 today.
4. Game 4.
Yeah,
Boston
game
up
4
2-1.
today. Yeah, sorry about that.
Like Wayne Thomas said, Celtics in 6.
Yeah,
could be on. I'm saying Celtics in 6.
I feel like Warriors are just going to win it. I feel like Curry he's too hot at the moment.
I'm feeling
he's going to lead them.
I think Celtics. I
went with my gut. I do like the Celtics.
I went with my gut. Like I said, Thomas beat me to my prediction. I was going to say it first, but then he said the same thing as me, so it was a bit awkward. But no, I think Celtics in 6. Finals MVP. We'll just make a quick guess. I'm going to say Jason Tatum, I'm assuming. But if they win 6, still a long way to go.
If they win, Jason will get...
Series is not over, so it's still a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the weekend review done. So it wasn't as interesting as last week. No more trials. What's the word?
Defamation.
Defamation.
This bloke said, what did you say? Information last week.
Defamation. No more defamation trials. So now I know. And what was it last week? Oh, yeah, I said no teams won 2 World Cups in a row. I was told Brazil won the World Cup 2 years in a row, and so did Italy. Time ago though, but not now. Anyway, moving on to the first topic of this week's potty. I thought this topic was done. Like, if I'm being honest, I thought no one cared about this stuff anymore. I thought it was just I thought it was relevant for a couple of weeks, and then like that was it. But
it's not.
The viewers have requested, and we are the people's podcast. So what the viewers want, the viewers get. So we're discussing icks and ticks. If you doesn't know what an ick is, it's something that I feel that turns you off. It puts you off someone. Just the slightest of things can be stupid as, but they are
a bit stupid sometimes. Actually.
Oh, definitely. Oh, they're very unreasonable as well. But like, so the icks and ticks thing, and a tick is like an opposite. So it's a
green tick.
Yeah, but like I don't know.
Green flag.
Maybe
that's a different segment actually.
Yeah, red flag, green flag. Some people get their fucking icks and red flags confused. But so we've received a couple of lists from some viewers about their icks, like girls' lists. We'll give them a shout out. Nat, Celine, and Mia sent their list in. Sent their list in. So big ups to them. Sent their icks, and I went through them. And I got some good ones. Some were there were some which I had to laugh at. Just had to delete them. Like I just didn't think they were usable at all. But yeah. So these are some icks, and me and Adam here are gonna think if they're reasonable, unreasonable, or like on the money. So the first ick, I don't know whose list it was. I combined both their lists together and picked out the best ones. But when men wear triangle undies, I mean, I don't know who wears triangle undies still. I don't think
I know a single person.
Maybe
dads.
I don't remember the last time I wore triangle undies.
Yeah, man. I feel like
it's been.
Imagine getting a wedgie in a triangle undies.
Imagine that chafe. Oh
no, mate.
Fuck
if
that.
if you do wear triangle undies,
I don't know. But do people still wear triangle undies at this age?
I mean, some people probably do, but like the thing is, that's why it's an ick.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, this is an ick, but you would have seen it. But like who? But you can't have an ick if you don't see it.
That's what I'm saying. So what? So you take someone home.
Is this just a mental thought? Like, she should go, oh, triangle undies.
He's a triangle undie.
Or she actually seen someone.
True.
Or she referring to Speedos.
No, Speedos are a different thing. Because Speedos you go swimming in.
Yeah, but some people just like find Speedos an ick. I'm assuming budgie smugglers. Like I think they'd find it an ick. But see, now with this, now we're not sure if this is like triangle undies.
We should have got some specifications.
I mean, we can answer both. Well, I think triangle undies is reasonable.
Yeah,
it's a reasonable ick. Like
it's a reasonable ick. It is.
So
I can understand that. Yes.
Which one of the 3 guys sent this one? You're correct. We agree with you on this one. But if it's Speedos, I mean,
different story because Speedos are versatile.
Very versatile. Make you go faster. I've heard in the water. Feel a bit more freer. Nothing. I'm dragging.
Speedos are definitely versatile. Yes.
But yeah. So Speedos will allow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Allow Speedos and budgie smugglers, that stuff. But triangle undies. It's a no-go from us here. So the second ick was, I mean, okay, when they shit at the sport they like.
I can understand that's an ick. I can understand that because if you're an uncoordinated person,
I mean, like, is the person like that who they're like obviously referring to? Do they just like love the sport so much and talk so much about it, but they're just like shit at it?
I guess so, yeah. So say
I think they may be like selling themselves too much.
Yes.
To the person, and the person watches and they're like,
they talk about it all the time, and they're like, "Oh, come watch me play."
And you think that
then they're dog water. They literally are uncoordinated.
I mean,
I can understand that's an ick.
I feel it's an ick, but then unreasonable. Like, I mean, if the guy can't do any better,
that is true.
Like, it is what it is, you know.
It depends.
Like you can't blame it on him that he's just not good enough.
if the person talks himself up, then they're bad.
Yes,
understandable.
That's fair. But if they don't say anything,
but if they're just passionate,
yeah, if you're just
you can't
passionate. But if they're just chatting and they're just saying, "Oh, come watch me play," and then you just and the shit, and they're just like, "Nah." Well, then,
imagine that.
It's a bit harsh. It's a bit harsh on him.
Imagine going to watch someone play and they're shit, and you're like, "We can't talk anymore because you're shit." at your sport.
That would be a rough day.
That
would be
so
such a rough day.
Because then you'd want to quit your sport.
You're like,
you wouldn't want to talk to females anymore.
I mean, like, what do you do then? You're stuffed. So, but what's the doorbell going off?
Yeah, someone's
no, and they were recording that they shouldn't be ringing the fucking doorbell. But all right. Number 3 here. I was told this one a bit more specific, that they saw someone doing it a certain way. I didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
But shaking cocktails.
I can see how it's an ick.
It could be an ick if they're doing it wrong. And
But
obviously this person must be doing it wrong, I'm assuming. Like,
yeah.
if you're shaking a cocktail normal, like just normally, then I don't think there's an issue.
No, obviously, it wouldn't be an ick if you're just shaking a cocktail. You're just making a cocktail.
I think
but like, if you're shaking it in an awkward way, I'm pretty sure these girls must have an ick with people that are uncoordinated.
Yeah, I mean, that's a connection. It does seem like if they're saying they're shit and they're like shaking a cocktail bad. I mean, like, me and Adam are both bartenders, or he was a bartender, but
ex-bartender. I left.
left in his own terms.
Eh? Terms.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can shake a cocktail, but not like nothing special. Like, it's just like.
I mean, you got to know how to shake.
Yeah,
the shake.
exactly. Of course, you know, you can look like an idiot.
You don't.
But when there's bartenders too much
bartenders, like doing the flips and shit, throwing the cup around everywhere.
Come on, bro, just pull my fucking whatever I'm getting. All right. Number 4, when they can't control themselves when they drink. Like, I'm assuming when they just like get when they're like blind, legless. Like, blind. I don't know. This is just a one-time thing. If it's a one-time thing, I think that's harsh. Cause
I think that's a harsh one as well, because
if it's a one-time thing, but if it's a reoccurring thing, then like, okay, fair enough. I agree with that.
Well, because they're saying they can't handle their drink. So say they're like 3 or 4 deep and they're already like off the rails.
No, it's saying when they can't control them. What
do you reckon? Because if it's safe,
are they saying that when they're drunk, they just go like crazy, saying they can't control themselves, like being like an idiot? Or they're saying that they can't control themselves, like when to stop drinking?
Or they're saying they can't control themselves, like they've had like 3 or 4 drinks and they're already drunk.
I mean, look at that one ick, and we've dissected it into 3 different icks. These are some good brains here. You're getting good quality content here. What
do you reckon? Tell me how you think, and then we'll answer that one. If they're doing crazy stupid shit when they're drunk. I think
if they're like getting just like having too much alcohol,
then
that's understandable. Like not knowing when to stop.
Okay, I
think that is.
Yeah.
When they're getting a bit like crazy when they're drunk, like it happens. But maybe that's a half.
It's a harsh ick, but like sometimes it depends
depends how
stupid they get
and what they do as well.
Yeah.
Like if they're like being like proper idiots, like punching and stuff, and then okay, fair enough. But if they're just like messing around, then I think it's a bit harsh.
Yeah.
And then what was like the third bit of that we said?
Like lightweights. Like if they've only had 3 or 4 drinks and they're...
Then, I mean, I think that's a nick then.
You reckon it's a nick?
Oh, I mean, like...
Because reverse it. Say, are you giving a nick to a girl if she can't handle that drink? Because as guys, are we expected to handle our drinks? What if we don't want to handle our drinks? What if we just want to have...
Overbeer? Canadian Club.
Nah. Oh, yeah, true. I didn't know you were referring to the ad.
Marketing. I mean, like... Think before you drink. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
But I did say it myself. Let's see. Not wearing shoes.
Like, what do you mean? Like going out not wearing shoes?
I'm assuming going out not wearing shoes. But it depends where you're going.
Yeah.
If you're going to the beach, then no. But if you're going
to I don't like that.
But like, if you're going to like Coles and stuff.
And you don't wear shoes in Coles. You're one of those people, you don't like them.
I don't know. Like, I mean,
because it depends. What if you
people who do it? Like, I've seen it so many times. Like, we're in Australia. Like, a lot of people don't wear shoes.
No one wears shoes when they go to...
But,
depends. If you're in a rush, if you're just going to get a quick snack or 2...
I couldn't do it.
You have to put shoes on. Or
even
like slides.
Like just like slides and stuff, you know? But, like, I wouldn't go bare feet. Like, I can wear thongs and, like, slides and stuff or flip-flops, wherever you're from.
True.
But,
that's an unreasonable ick.
Yeah. But if they're just, like, proper, like, just, like, walking around everywhere, no feet, no shoes, then... I think that's a nick. I find it a bit dirty. Like, you're walking on all these floors and stuff. Especially at the Coles and stuff or a Woolworths.
True.
Like a supermarket where there's heaps of people and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I understand how it can be seen as a nick, but I feel like it depends. Like, if you're just going quickly into the supermarket, don't wear shoes. But if you're going for a long shop,
if
you're going around,
if you're like in the car with your mates and stuff, and like you're at the beach or something, and then just like hop in somewhere quick, or like going to the servo, that's fair enough. Like going to the servo somewhere where it's just like basically just like concrete. And sorry, I'm gotta keep putting this fucking phone password in. Then that's fair enough.
Yeah,
I think that's like, I think like if it's a quick one, all right. If it's a long one, then yeah, that's an ick. That's an ick. Number 2, Birks and socks.
What's wrong with Birks and socks, mate?
I even asked like, is slides and like socks alright? They said yes.
Slides and socks are right, but Birks and socks aren't.
Birks and socks aren't.
No way. I love to wear me Birks and socks. I mean, I
can't say I have
Birks.
Birks. I've got these shitty ones from like cotton on that like hurt my feet every time I wear them, so I don't wear them anymore. But I mean,
they're good, but
proper Birks. They're very comfortable.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with wearing Birks and socks because it's pretty much wearing slides and socks. But if
it's a bit different though,
because like
it's kind of like the different design. I don't know.
It's exactly the same. It's just a little bit.
I mean, it's kind of got a bit more, stuff to a bit more leather and all that. But
nah, it's not a big. That is not a big. If they think that's an ick,
yeah, I feel that's a bit harsh.
God.
Or maybe depending who's wearing it. Like, I don't know, like if you like, because the Birks, if you've got like the nice surfer hair and everything and it looks fine, then you allow it, But sometimes if like some idiots like just like wearing Birks and socks, don't have any, so I can't be an idiot. But I don't know, maybe. Okay, next bit, aggressively yelling during a game. I don't know if that's as a game. I think like at a football match, as a sporting event. I don't know if they're saying yelling as if like when they're playing, or as if they're
I think that means spectating.
Spectating.
Yeah. Yeah, that would make more sense if it was spectating.
We're gonna
say you're at a footy game.
If you're on the field, then you can't do anything about it.
Yeah,
it's
say you're at a footy game.
You have to, like, it's just your job. But
well, do you look at other people that scream and shout at the footy game and stuff? Do you think they're idiots, or do you think they're?
Depending what they're saying.
Depends. Yeah, it does depend.
If they're like proper, if they're like screaming the whole game, then that gets a bit annoying.
Yeah,
like,
the whole game.
Everyone can agree. It gets very annoying. But if they're if it's like a one-off thing.
Yeah,
then it's fine. But if there's like a group of people who are just going the whole game, just like la la, then like,
yeah, I agree with that.
Like not like chanting and stuff, but like just having like screaming and shit, then that's annoying.
I think
that's annoying.
Yeah,
but like, But if they're yelling in the game, depending what they're yelling at,
if they're trying to be funny but they're just annoying everyone else around them, that's an ick. I think that's an ick as well.
Yeah, I mean, because like they think they're funny.
Exactly. They think they're funny.
Looking for laughs.
They're looking around. It's like, mate, you're not funny. Sit down, please.
Nah, and they're not getting it.
Trying to watch the game.
Exactly. When men use filters,
like the doggy filter on Snapchat.
Yeah, the doggy filter. I mean, I think
that was me when I was like 12 years old, mate. I loved.
Yeah,
to use filters.
I think everyone got. But saying like now, people now, like, come on, grow up, you child.
But
like it depends. If they're taking the piss out of it, then it's fine. But if they're like proper, like
if they're posing, they're putting a story up of them with their filter on, poking their tongue out.
Put that tongue back in, mate. Tongue back in and sit down and shut off. I think that's the best thing. Custom plates. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not a fan of custom plates.
Yeah, I was really when I first got my car.
I mean, like when you're little and you're like, oh yeah, like that looks so cool.
But now like, you realize that it's just like,
and you got to pay as well. Like,
I don't think it's an ick.
I don't think it's an ick, but like I wouldn't do it myself.
I wouldn't do it.
Like, I don't
think it's an ick.
If you enjoy cars that much, then yeah.
Like, obviously, like why not? Get over it.
Yeah, exactly. But if you enjoy cars, then it makes your car look better and stuff. Obviously.
Yeah.
But if you like don't, then I don't know. Like, it's obviously not. I don't think it's worth the investment then.
Yeah,
but I agree. Maybe it's a nick, but it just depends depends what it says. If it's something like very fast or some shit like that, then like, come on,
speedy.
Then that's like something like that. Yeah, fair enough. Next one, dirty room.
What was it?
Dirty room.
Oh yeah.
The next one. I mean, like, come on, cleanliness. It's key. Makes yourself look better. You feel better.
Yeah, I feel like for these icks, we have to put ourselves in the girl's shoes.
Yeah.
If you're walking in to a guy's room and there's
dirty.
clothes everywhere, I can understand how that is an ick. So I agree with that.
You're walking straight out. You don't want to be someone that's dirty.
Yeah, I can see how that's an ick. Yeah.
Yeah, we agree with that one. That's an ick for sure. I mean, Depending what both thing is, what they classify as dirty though. Because there's different levels. Like I mean,
when I'm thinking of dirty, I'm thinking of clothes.
Yeah, I'm thinking dirty, like clothes everywhere as well. But sometimes with me, I have like my side table. There's like a little pile of clothes sometimes, so they could count out as dirty as well. But who knows? Like I think it's just but any a dirty room in general, no go. No go. All right, next one. Eyebrow slits. You had one of those back in the day.
How old was I? How old was I?
I'm going to be good at editing this time, and I'm going to remember the photo of him with an eyebrow slit. We'll go right here, right? Bang.
I don't remember. How old was I? I think I was 16 or 15. No, 16.
You're older. You're older.
Was I older than 16?
I think you were 17.
Jesus. Who told me to get that? I think I was sitting in a chair with Con, and then I was like, hyped myself up. I was like, fuck, I'm going to get an eyebrow slit. And then he was just like, yeah, I'll do it.
I'm just trying to remember when you got it.
Yeah, but
I think it was 17.
I do remember when I had it. I felt like I was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool.
I do remember seeing you that day, and I was like, oh, let's go. I mean, that's pretty cool.
But no, I can see how now. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah, I think there's. Yeah, I don't like.
You don't like them? I mean, I don't necessarily hate them. I mean, but I can see how.
I feel like there's a certain type of people that get it.
That is true.
Like, there's not like everyone has them, you know.
Yeah.
Like the people that kind of get them. Like, I don't know.
Who are you think? You're saying they're wankers?
No, I mean, I don't think they're wankers, but like, it's obviously not my choice. Like,
yeah, no, I can agree. But
they kind of look
like
Ashay's.
I can see how it's an ick.
They kind of look like Ashay's a little bit.
I didn't look like an Ashay. I looked clean.
I mean, it was a bit different. Back when you got it, it was a bit different. But I mean, I think it just depends what it looks like as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Charlie Puth kind of has one, but he's just like, he had no choice.
It's Charlie Puth. No one cares.
Hey, come on, man. Charlie Puth.
I mean, like no one cares because it's Charlie Puth.
Oh yeah, exactly. I think saying no. Charlie, come on, man. No. But he was like, he was born with that.
He was born with that.
Yeah. Then some people started slitting their eyebrows because he had this eyebrow slit, but he had no choice. That's just like what happened.
Oh really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I thought he just got a slit.
No, you like
a slit.
Fell, whatever, something. Or he had to get something cut out or something. Apparently.
There you go.
All right. This is a big one. Currently, at our age in this modern day,
Hear me.
Vaping. Well, yeah. Okay. So from both perspectives.
Well, I don't vape. But I have I don't vape that much. I don't. If I
you're better than we used to be.
I don't vape that often.
So, okay, with vaping, we'll look at it from like. So if you see a girl vaping,
yes.
What are your thoughts?
If I see a girl vaping,
is that an ick for you?
No, I don't really care. I don't really care.
I mean, I feel like you can't. What's it called? You can't like hold someone to that now because everyone does it.
That's what I'm saying. Like every
person,
a lot of people do it. Yeah.
Like, obviously, like, and then like, for someone for vaping, I mean, I think it depends. I think it depends how often they do it.
Yeah. If they have a vape in their hand 24/7
and they send photos of stuff with it,
they're walking around with a vape. They can't go anywhere without a vape.
No.
Then yes.
Yeah.
But if they're on a night out and they have a
vape,
I
mean like on like a night out, I think there shouldn't be a problem.
But if I'm just laying in my bed,
if you're like vaping out of like a I don't know, a night out,
then not just like
you're not social.
You're waking
socially
up,
smoking.
You're waking up and you're having a puff of your strawberry kiwi.
I think that's a bit of a nick.
Strawberry kiwi.
Do you think that?
Yeah.
Bit of blue raz.
Blue raz.
Pina colada.
Yeah, no, I agree. I can see as a nick if it's 24/7, but
24/7. Socially, I think like everyone does couple, it socially. Like every time they're out, maybe here and there. I think that's fine. Yeah. Everyone does it. So
I can agree with that. Yeah.
But he thought some like darts.
Oh, see,
like
I was going to say it.
What do you think? Okay,
so say
what do you think looks better? A girl having a vape or a girl having a dart?
Vape, bro. It's pink.
Yeah.
It's pink and yellow.
I mean, I don't know something.
But also
there's something about girls having darts. I don't know why.
You like it, or you don't like it?
Sometimes.
A girl having a dart.
I don't know. Just sometimes. I don't know what's with it. Sometimes.
The thing is, sometimes when I would, if there was a choice and there was a girl having a dart or a girl having a vape, it'd be the girl having a vape because.
I mean, obviously, like
the dart just
depending on what she looks like.
Even though vape is most definitely worse than darts.
We don't know that yet.
I don't want to
accuse anyone of, but it most likely is.
Like,
your lungs.
A dart also does stink.
A dart does smell. That's very true.
It is stained on
and it is like stained with teeth and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, but obviously, like if you like, I'm not saying it's attractive when a girl smokes darts every day.
No.
And she's like a proper smoker, but like socially smoking as well, like as well as vaping. I think it's alright.
So you go into the smoker section on a night out. You see a girl.
Hey, what's going on?
You're like, yes, please.
I think it's just depending what they look like, obviously, as well.
They have to be hot and smoking a dart.
Double smoking. Double smoking. No, I'm joking. It's all about personality, alright? That's the main thing. You remember that. So, vaping, yes or no? Depending on the circumstances.
Yes. If it's socially vaping, no. If it's like 24/7 vaping, that's an ick. Yes.
Yeah. What's next? We had a pretty big list here. I mean, we don't have any left, but
haven't even got to the ticks yet, mate.
We haven't even got to the ticks. So many icks. Not enough.
There was a lot of icks.
Taking TikTok seriously. I mean, I think it depends
on the content.
I think like it depends what though. If you're like one of those blokes that are like proper like pouting and everything on TikTok, like taking it.
That's what I'm saying. Depends on the content.
Like taking it like that. Then yeah,
like they're doing TikTok dances.
Yes. Yeah. That's big, bro. 100%.
But if they're making just like funny videos, then
if they're taking a piss, then that's fine. But if it's like proper like,
because bro, people make a lot of money off that.
Oh, of course.
People make so much money off TikTok.
Exactly. I mean,
like it is literally
the Chatting Chit Podcast TikTok page. Is that a nick?
Yeah,
I don't think it's a nick.
Terrible.
I think it's great.
You got
content.
a few haters. What do you think about the haters on that, mate? You got two hate comments.
Surprisingly,
you got two hate comments. Because I look at it every now and then. And I was like, oh, see how it goes.
Yeah.
I check it a lot.
Yeah, I was.
And then I go on it, and then because you don't have any comments, so when I
saw a comment, and I was like,
yeah,
and then
someone was ratting
just
it
a couple
off.
Haters, hating at a guy want to start a podcast. I mean, it is what it is. You can't complain about it. Like people have, it's a free world. People have their opinion, and they're entitled to what they want to say.
I feel like people shouldn't just.
I mean, I think they shouldn't write me off so early.
They
still got a big time. We've still got a long way to go.
I don't see why people talk about I don't know why. What's the point of commenting that?
I don't know.
There's no need.
It was a TikTok that wasn't even like my content.
Yeah.
It was like the piss take one. Me and Thomas was like, anyway. Anyways, subscribe, follow the TikTok page, like, comment, all that good stuff.
Do it indeed.
Shameless plug. Okay. Next one. Laughing harder than you did at their own joke. So like they're laughing at their joke. Like
they say the joke and
they're laughing at it.
Mate, I do that all the time.
So do I. I know you can't be a dick. Like sometimes you just think
we know
funnier
we're funny.
Than what you are.
We know we're funny.
Exactly. I know. Like
I do that every single time.
I do laugh at myself quite a bit. It's funny. It's funny to laugh at yourself. It's good to
laugh at yourself.
Yeah. It is. Like you can't be serious.
Yeah, no,
it's
good.
Like it's like
no, but I think they're saying like so. Say you're talking to a girl,
and
you say a joke. You try to say a joke, and then they're like, but you're like cacking it hard. I think that's what they're saying.
Yeah, that's unique. I think it's.
I do that a lot.
I think it's
I think that's unique. She always pulls me up on it.
That's unique. That's unique if it's like just like you're talking to someone on a night out and then you're just like they're laughing like way like you're laughing harder at your joke than they are.
Yeah.
Then that's fair enough. But if it's just like in general, laugh at yourself a couple times.
Yeah.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Let's see what's next. Spamming their story, posting too often on Instagram. I feel it is, but it just like depends what they're posting.
It does depend
because some people like if it's their job, or if they're like a influencer, so then it's like their job, so they have to post often.
Are you one of those people? I know you're not, but I'm saying like for the ick.
Yeah.
Are you one of those people that say you go out on a night out and you wake up in your phone and you're skipping through stories? Bro. You're just like you're pretty much there.
No,
that's what I'm saying. Is that the ick?
Yeah, that's very fair.
That's the whole night on their story.
That's an ick. That's an ick for sure.
Yeah,
people like post stuff. Anyone else is annoying? Sorry, I'm just making sure this is still recording. Do you know what else is annoying? Oh, that's recording. Else is annoying and people like those like glasses. And they write stuff on it? Yes. Fucking grow up. Come on, man. Like, it's funny after the first couple months it happened. But people post them, whatever, and then on the stories, all these random people, man.
But you know what it is, I think, also? I think it's an 18-year-old thing. So when we were 18, 2 years ago... Maybe. I had glasses like that.
Oh, no, yeah. We did back then, yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. So now we're seeing all the 18-year-olds do it, and we're thinking it's cringe. And it's probably the same cycle.
People before us didn't do that. For sure.
That is true.
I guarantee you. Like, this is like something
I didn't see many people before us do it.
But have you ever had a pair of glasses and written on it?
I was given... Like, I didn't have personally.
That's what I'm saying. There's people that actually, like, right, like bring him, you know, and
Yeah,
write, like,
no,
whatever.
yeah. We're gonna bring this and it's gonna say "kiss me" on it. Yeah, bro. Someone's gonna kiss you because you have glasses.
I'm not a big fan of it.
And all the ones that say like "get bags" or something. I was like, yeah.
Come on, bro. It's
Exactly, man.
Hilarious, man. Drug reference, fucking hilarious. Let's go.
Yeah, no,
next one.
I can see that's an ick.
Yeah,
But the girls.
I mean, like
The girls always wear those
they,
glasses.
no, they do love it. Bit of attention, you know, nothing wrong with that. Next one, singing to Taylor Swift. I don't.
No, mate. No, Nick.
I'm not a big fan of Taylor Swift. I don't know if this is specific to just Taylor Swift. If it's just it says Taylor Swift. I don't know if they were just maybe that one scenario they saw Taylor Swift. Blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Taylor Swift. If I'm being totally honest. I do find it quite annoying.
Yeah, I don't listen to.
But if
like
it's just,
unless it's on the radio, I won't listen to it.
if it's just singing in general, I don't think there's anything better than singing in general. In the car, you know, busting out some some vocals.
If you can sing your heart out in the car,
I think there's nothing in front of someone. They trust you.
That's exactly right.
That's connection there.
If they can show off
you're
their
paying for free therapy here. The signs.
If they can show off their true voice,
exactly.
All the voice cracks.
But even if they're just like confident enough to actually what's it called? Like sing in front of you, then
exactly.
Like
I jam out in the car.
Yeah, of course. Let's see. What's next? Changing their Bitmoji outfit.
I don't think I've changed mine since.
I don't think I have either.
I've got Snapchat since it came out. Since it came out.
I mean, what are your thoughts on using Snapchat still?
I still use Snapchat.
Some people don't like it.
Yeah, some people don't like it.
Some people don't like it.
I still use it. Like,
I don't use it as much. Like I use it like very, very little compared to
I feel like Snapchat's my main form of like
communication.
Talking to people.
I think it's mine as well. But for some people, they say it's like they don't like it. It's good. It's like just free.
It's the same as anything else, really. You're still chatting to people.
Yeah, of course. It's free.
It's just sometimes
it's free storage as well.
Send a quirky selfie every now and then.
Exactly. Filters, you know.
Use the filters.
It's free storage as well. Like you can save stuff on there.
Oh yeah.
So it's another form of storage for you. So you need to store some pictures somewhere.
Chuck it in the Myers
only. Chuck it in the Snapchat, when they text in all lowercase.
Get over it. Grow up.
Yeah, I mean some people do it. Like is what it is.
If you're talking to someone,
if you're just talking to someone normally, and then you type in lowercase, like obviously like you're showing that you're pissed off or something. But if it's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's just what some people do.
I can understand. Actually, no, I can't understand how to nick. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're talking to someone,
that's just what they do. You know, like it is what it is.
If you're talking to someone
used to it,
and you like them, but they type in lowercase,
you're changing to lowercase. You're not gonna.
No. I'm saying, are you gonna be off the person because they typed you in a different way? Fuck no.
No, exactly.
You're not. So grow up.
Yeah, no. I
Whoever sent this list, I forgot who it was. Grow up.
Last ick. When they give too many unnecessary compliments. This is coming from a girl's perspective and a guy. I think that's an ick.
I can understand that.
If someone's like, "Oh, you're beautiful," if you say it 4 times, then obviously it wears off. You say it like once or twice. Like, you get what I'm saying. Like, obviously, like you gotta know it. You gotta know when enough's enough.
You do. That is true.
You don't want to drown them in compliments. Yes. Oh, you know what? Some people like to be drowned in compliments, and that's fair enough.
It depends. Like
if you're just constantly going, whatever you're saying, then it's annoying. Like no one's gonna like that.
Yeah. If I were to like compliment someone and like say, "Oh, you're beautiful," and then I'd be like, "Thanks," and then you keep doing it.
Yeah. Then it's like you gotta know when to stop.
Yeah.
And some people are proper rubbish at reading like signs, and they're just like, go away. Take the hint, bro. And go away. You know? Make it easy. Make it better on yourself and the girl. Or she doesn't want you there, so then make it more enjoyable and just walk away. But
say a girl would like entertain it, be like, "Oh, thanks so much."
Oh yeah, well then
then you keep giving them, and then they say it's an ick. Oh.
Yeah, then that's unfair. Then
that's unfair.
Then they've led you on a bit there.
They've led you on.
So
they want the compliments, but then they say it's an ick.
Yeah. Make up your mind, alright? They get fucking greedy with it, alright?
They get greedy with the compliments.
Okay, take it. Okay, if you want another one, say it. But that's it. Alright. Now moving on to the ticks.
That was a long ick list, eh?
It was a long ick list.
Those girls, they have a lot of icks,
and they're
going to be textbook
guys.
Man,
this is like chicks have these icks in their notes, and they add to it.
They have it on their notes.
Yeah,
Jesus.
That list.
Females.
The list I had, bro. They could be.
Do you reckon guys have icks lists? I don't think we write it. We just have it in our minds.
Oh, you have it in your head, like just like little things. You know?
Yeah.
I don't have a fucking massive list. Like,
No.
oh, there's like just certain things. But then I was like talking to someone. They're like, "Oh, what are your icks?" And I was like, "Well, this. And they're like, and then I was like, "Oh, well, they're kind of like red flags. They're not necessarily the icks." So you got to know the difference as well between them.
What's the difference, but? I would say
I couldn't even tell you myself.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like a red flag and ick is kind of the same thing.
But to a certain extent.
Like
no. Do you know what it is? A red flag is like to not go near someone.
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
There is the difference to it. Icks is just like you say something about something, you're like, oh.
That's what, yeah.
Like, so there's a level of...
red flag is like, no go.
Yeah, exactly. When you're like, no. Exactly. Which is fair enough.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on to the ticks. So, the opposite of icks. The good stuff that makes someone...
The good stuff.
Something that's good stuff about people. All right. The first tick, I think, is an essential one. Smell good.
Mm-hmm.
You have to smell good.
Mm-hmm.
I think being told you smell good...
That is one of the best compliments.
I think it's a top 3. It's a top 3 compliment.
Yes.
Or just a top 3 thing in general. Like, it's got to be, I love you. Something.
You smell good. No, you smell good second.
Yeah, I love you, and you smell really good. Someone actually told me I smelled really good last night. So, you're like, there's nothing better than being told you smell good.
It is really good. I do agree with that.
But you got to know, like, if you're wearing a fragrance, you don't want to put too much. Like silver scent, bro. That stuff is like a boa constrictor, bro.
You don't like silver scent?
I like silver scent. Like, the smell's alright, but if you have too much of it, or like the intense one, like a boa constrictor, man, around your neck, and you just like it's in your brain.
What do you think of what's the other ones? 1 million.
I've never owned any of them.
My dad had a 1 million.
I mean, I've told it smells nice. I think I've smelled it before, and I think, oh, it smells nice, but everyone else has it.
Yeah, everyone knows it.
Boys, if you want to smell good, you got to find your own one. Like, you can't smell like everyone else. What makes a difference, you know?
You also can't get a gifted one. You got to go out and buy your own.
Yeah. I mean, like, for Christmas, your mum buys you one.
Yeah.
Depending how good her smell is as well. Like, I got one for Christmas. It's a good one.
I got one from my brother from, like, I think maybe last Christmas, and I abused it. What's it? Invictus?
Oh, yeah. Invictus.
Bro, that smells so good. It's gone now, but like, I pumped it so much.
Yeah, someone pumped the bottle.
You what?
You pumped the bottle.
I didn't pump the bottle.
No, which one do I use? I got a scent on one, and it smells cracker.
Yeah.
Like, but you don't want something like, I don't know, this is my smell. You don't want something too intense.
No.
You want something that's like you want something like refreshing, bro. People smell you, they go, like, that's what you want, you know? Yeah, exactly. You want
to start following you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a little cartoon, like, just they're following you.
Exactly. Like, I think, bro, so if someone smells good, that's a green tick. That's a fucking green flag.
That's good.
Yeah. That's green everything.
I agree with that.
All right, moving on to the second one. Offers jacket when you're cold.
Why didn't you bring a jacket in the first place?
True, but
why did you prepare for it to be what?
I feel like depending how cold. I think that's a tick for sure. Like, obviously, like.
Oh yeah, obviously it's a tick.
It's a good
like,
thing for someone
if someone
to do.
did offer you to prepare, but
yeah, I think definitely that's for someone to do. But depending if it's like proper freezing and the person's just worn
coming out a t-shirt.
Yeah, and like the chick's wearing this like a dress with like no sleeves or something, and they're like freezing. Then you probably should have wore something better. But
prepare.
If you're the guy and you've got 2 layers on, you can subtract one.
Yeah.
You know, make yourself feel better, make them warmer,
make yourself cold.
It's better for everyone in the end. Let's see. Third one, drives manual.
Yeah, well, I don't. So
neither do I. Sorry.
I don't even reckon I know. Like, I can do like 5 people I know that drive manual max.
Yeah, I could go 5, maybe a little bit more.
I probably don't know anyone that drives manual.
The thing is, I just never learned because I couldn't be asked. Like,
I couldn't be asked.
I started my L's on manual.
Fuck
my dad took me. Well, that was the only car. Like, we had that car and the other car. So there were 2 cars at the time. So then, but I started a manual. I don't know. It's too annoying. Like, I don't know. I can't drive manual, so. Like,
I don't think there's
obviously when you can drive manual, it's a bit different.
Yeah.
And like, you're like, oh well, like I can drive manual. Like, obviously it's gonna be enjoyable.
But there's barely any manual cars anymore. Everything's becoming auto. Yeah. Because there's no need to fucking manually change your gears. Just drive normally. What are we gonna pay for something over here for?
I mean, but like it's depending on the car as well. Because some people are into older cars. Like
older cars make sense. Yeah.
Yeah. But the like VL turbos and those cars, like, and stuff like that, people are into those. Yeah. But then obviously you can't go automatic in those. I don't think. Again, very limited car knowledge we have. Yeah. But yeah, I think tick. I don't know. I mean, for a girl,
I don't think it
fair enough.
should
That's your
matter.
opinion, but it's interesting tick.
Like if you got in a car with someone and they had an auto car,
Yeah, I don't think it
getting
really
an ick?
makes a difference.
Yeah.
Like obviously you're there for the
I
person.
think maybe
not the
you
car.
might think it's hotter if they drive manual, but you're not gonna say it's a fucking ick if they don't drive manual.
No, this isn't ick. This is just ticks. Like obviously, like yeah.
Oh, okay.
So they're just saying like this is like I think it's good when they drive manual.
Oh, okay.
Manual, which is fair enough.
Good on them.
Good sense of humor.
Yeah, of course.
I think that no shit. Like I don't think it's even a tick. I think it's just a green flag.
Just a normal thing, eh?
Yeah, like you're not gonna be with someone that you don't find funny. Well, you're just gonna sit there and just like. But you
So
gotta
what are we
find
doing
someone.
today?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you gotta be. But one person can't be funny.
Gotta be both.
It's gotta be both. It's an equal share, you know. In anything, it's equal for anything. You gotta pull your own weight, both.
My girlfriend's not really funny.
Well, someone said, I won't say the name, but they were like when they're with someone, they said she didn't make him laugh once.
She didn't make him laugh once.
Do you remember that? When you said, it's our mate. We don't want to names drop.
I don't know what's about.
But he was like when he was with whoever, he was like, Jesus, honestly, she didn't make me laugh once.
I can't remember who that was.
But
no, my girlfriend is actually kind of funny. But
Yeah.
like, she's kind of funny. She's alright.
no, I think everyone's funny in their own ways as well.
Yeah, no.
You can't,
Yeah, I
like,
agree.
It's just different on everyone. Let's see what's next. Likes to stay fit. I think that's a tick as well. Someone that always
You don't want to
cares
be a
about themselves.
lazy bum.
No, of course. You want someone that shows initiative and cares about themselves,
Yeah.
which is very very true. I think it's definitely a good tick to have. Dress as well. I think that's a fucking massive tick.
It's massive.
Like off of me, the suavecito that I am. Self-proclaimed. As voted by myself. As voted
by
by
yourself only, by yourself.
Exactly.
No, that is fair. That's fair.
I
I
think-
think you got to dress well.
Of course, you got to dress well. Someone looks
But like, if a
but
girl
depends
also
but the
can
thing is,
change.
it's depending what they think dressing well is. Because some people can
True,
think
everyone has
people
different
think like,
styles.
oh yeah, I think I look good, but they're like, oh, well, you don't look good. Like it's a bit of a you don't know,
Yeah.
bit of push pull kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a tick. Someone that dresses well or like looks after themselves.
Yeah.
FaceTimes unexpectedly.
I mean, it's a tick.
Oh, it's a tick. You know when you see it's a bit of a smile, you know, like when someone FaceTimes
Yeah.
you, you know.
Yeah, it's tick. Tick indeed. I don't do that.
I know that I really like, but like I think it's definitely a tick.
Yeah.
Sure. If you're just like you're normal with your day, you say you get a call from someone, of course,
Yeah.
definitely a smile. Look, we're both smiling now.
Who you smiling about, mate? Who you smiling about?
Everyone, you know.
Everyone. All
everyone.
the girls that just call you every day.
Yeah, it's buzzing all the time. That's not a tick, bro. I'm
do you
not
mean?
saying that. I don't know. I just saw this one. Takes jacket off for you. No, same thing as the other one. Driving with one hand. I mean, for starters, I think.
How can you drive manual? Oh,
Yeah.
Technically, you actually don't drive with one hand to manual.
Yeah, because the other hand's going with the gear
Well,
stick.
then, yeah.
But
If we're auto driving with one hand,
I mean, for starters, it's not safe. So you're into possibly crashing. But everyone drives with one hand
we
anyway.
both have our license,
Yeah.
so
But no one drives. What do you call it? With two hands.
yeah.
Unless you're an F1 driver, but like
People do. I mean,
I drive two hands like during the day. But
when you drive with one hand, because we both have auto cars,
Yeah.
do you tend to put your hand on your? Yeah,
I-
I do it as well.
I rest
Like,
this.
what the fuck am I gonna do?
I rest like this and just like drive.
No,
It's
like you put your hand on your
center console.
your gearbox or whatever the fuck you call it. Like you
Gearbox, gear
drive,
stick.
yeah, gear stick.
Oh
yeah.
no, my hand doesn't sit on my gear stick.
I put
My hand sits on
gear
my, like, my
stick.
center console. So I
I pretend I'm driving manual and I'm driving auto.
Oh no, I lean like against this and just have my car like that. And
Nah.
I can't like sit back and it's.
I
calm.
play with my little gear stick, even though it's not doing anything.
I mean, yeah, I put it into drive reverse. That's it.
Not sideways.
Not sideways.
Yeah.
Drives manual, just as well. Driving one hand gets along with lots of people.
Yeah,
I can see
you
that
don't
as a
want
tick.
you don't want
Someone
someone.
that no one likes.
Yeah,
like,
that no one
obviously.
likes.
But
yeah.
I feel it shows if they're a good person or not as well.
Yeah.
If a lot of people say hello, then obviously like they think they're a good person. You know, you're not going to say hello to someone you don't like.
Yeah.
Let's see. Good values. I think like
Obviously,
I think it's a bit of a green flag. Like it's not necessarily a tick, but then I don't know if
that's common sense, really.
Yeah, of course you're gonna go with someone like obviously you think is good.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have someone who isn't.
Yeah.
Respects family, obviously. Like I think that's a very important thing.
Yes. I mean, these are like common things. Like,
Yeah,
it's not like you're not going to look for someone who doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Who
These
does
are
the
just things
opposite.
you just see someone, you know. Wearing a suit.
It's a tick.
Yeah, apparently.
It's going to wear a suit everywhere.
But I think that's a weird thing.
That is a weird
wearing
tick.
A suit.
I mean,
think, obviously, like you look good, feel good when you're in a suit.
true.
But like, I don't know if they're saying.
Maybe they're just saying boys in general in suits. They think.
Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. I think guys
Which
in
doesn't make
suits
it
look good, you know.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like if you people work in suits as well.
Abra.
Yeah,
Mr. Rap.
Mr. Rap. But yeah, I think I don't know. I feel it's just like dependent, you know. Like I think people in suit looks good.
Oh yeah, 100%.
For sure. Like you look good.
Definitely.
Everyone's cleaned up when they're wearing a suit.
Definitely
No
a
one
tick. Yeah.
No one looks like a bum, you know. Respects family. Can hold a conversation.
Of course.
Not everyone can though. Some people aren't like amazing at it.
It's socially awkward.
Yeah, I mean like look at us. We're holding a conversation and we're making something out of it.
Me and you.
Podcasting.
Plus 1,000 people online. Millions of people.
Millions of people, right? People listen to conversations.
Yeah, no.
Because they want to see what people talk about. It's like
definitely.
podcasts, you know?
But that's like common. Like if you're trying to.
Yeah, the thing is, but you notice that straight away.
Yeah.
Like if they can hold a conversation, you know.
Because if they're coming up
to like adjust to someone, sort of, you get me?
You're not going up to someone with a one-liner and not following up.
No, exactly. No. You got to be able to follow it up for sure.
Yeah.
What's
your best one-liner, Skez?
I was trying to look for it yesterday. Like just out of context, I was looking. Okay. I sent it to like one of the I forgot some guy I sent it to. Like we both started laughing about it. I can't remember now though. But I don't really have a one-liner.
You don't have a one-liner?
To be honest, I know a bit of a what's that thing called? Like is the Riz or the Raz?
The Riz, I think it's called.
Yeah.
The Riz. Works all the time. 100% success rate.
Yeah, the Riz, supportive of you, listens. I think that's just like general. Like that's not really
general good bloke material.
Good with kids. I mean, not everyone is. Not everyone gets along with kids.
Yeah.
Not everyone likes kids.
Yeah, no.
Like in like a normal way.
Yeah. Some people have like a relationship obviously, but they don't want kids.
Yeah, I mean like, but some people just don't like kids.
Yeah.
But those people like are kind of miserable. If I'm being totally honest. You know, there's those older people who just don't like kids. Like,
oh yeah, yeah.
You ever see them smile? No.
But, yeah, that's true.
But like, I was like this funny point about like kids in general. I was listening to like a comedy special by Tom Segura, and he was talking about like how everyone like loves kids, and like you know like they're like, oh, my son's the best.
Oh yeah.
And it's like because you're basically looking at a miniature version of yourself. So of course you're gonna be like, this is the best fucking thing ever. Like, look at it, it's so good. But you're just looking at yourself.
Yeah.
So true. Like, that's why you're like, oh, you're like, it's like you're like, oh fuck yeah, how good is this baby? Like, he looks so good. I love him, everything. But you just love yourself then.
My
kid.
Like,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like the concept behind it, it's funny. Like,
I get that. Yeah, my kid will be the Mbappe project. Have you seen that? Project Mbappe.
Yeah.
Has to be.
I mean, it's everyone is a fan of football. Like, you obviously want your son to
mate,
score in the big leagues. Of course.
My kid's getting put through it till he makes a big time.
Of course.
He's not coming home till he brings me millions of dollars.
Of course. Let's see what else is here. But my eyes are really sore. I don't know why. My eyes feel heavy. Bit
of coffee, mate.
Oh yeah. Listens. Good relationship with mum. I think it's key.
Big tick. You don't want a bad relationship.
Of course. You want some, cause
girls do like a mummy's boy.
Of course, you know. But like I was I read somewhere or heard this like some sound or like something or someone talking on TikTok or something. It's like guys always look for someone who's gonna love themselves as much as their mum loves them. But like no one like loves you as much as your mum loves you. So
yeah, I've seen that.
Like that's what like so.
But yeah, definitely green tick if you have a good relationship.
Of course, definitely, because they're they're women as well. Obviously, you know that's a bit of a indicator how they're going to treat you. You know.
Yeah.
Hugs from behind. That's what it says here. I mean,
sure.
Yeah,
you want me to?
Yeah, I mean, Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
I mean, allow it. Like I think it's alright.
What about hugs from the front?
Yeah. Are they
They're out of
overrated? Are
fashion.
they overrated or something?
Out of fashion.
Out of
these
fashion.
days.
You know, they're trying to innovate the hug. Nothing better with a hug and a smile. Okay, so that's the Icks and Ticks section wrapped up. We are going to.
That's a long session.
That was a long discussion. We'll be back.
Very informative, but
Definitely went into detail. Hopefully, guys, send your ticks and icks as well to us, so we can just.
We'll see if anyone got some crazy icks.
Yeah, some good ones. You know,
some people got some weird ones.
Oh, for sure.
Like they put their left sock on before their right sock. Ick.
I mean, it's a bit superstitious for some people.
Yeah,
it's very superstitious for some people. But yeah. So we'll have a quick break, and we'll be back for the questions and DMs.
Bang.
See you soon. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Moving into again, they're one of the better parts of the potty each week. The
whole part is the good part.
Is so true, so true. Why am I selling us short here? Questions and DMs. We got some good questions in DMs this week. Not as many as usually. It was a bit dry this week, but it's initial, the first week hype. But got some questions here. And added some of my own as well. So the first question I thought was sent by Dave. Dave for it, eh? So linking to the Icks and Ticks as well, sort of. I feel same theme. Should a guy pay on the first date? I was thinking about my answer here.
Hear me.
I think it's dependent on how the date goes, and how much and how well you know the person. If it's a first date, it's like those like the show first dates. If you go on if it's like that, and it's sort of like you don't really enjoy your time with the person. Depending on like what person you are, then you split it. For me, I think I'd pay every time because just like I don't know, you just be like a genuine about it.
Right.
For me, that's how I feel. Anyway, if you get along with the person and stuff, and like great date and everything, you pay. Yeah. Seal the deal, like basically.
So you'd pay every single time.
I feel depending on how the date goes.
Yeah. So if it goes like it's average date, then you say
if it's average date,
okay,
like you feel
if you go average date is like okay, so you had the chips in the burger.
I feel if you enjoyed it, then I think you pay. I think that's the right thing to do.
Okay.
But then you shouldn't be like taken advantage of for that, like sort of like if any girls were planning on doing that for anyone, like
I feel like if you ask the person on the date, you pay. Because if I say I ask someone on a date, then I pay. If they ask me on a date, I'm not going to that date to pay because they asked me.
Oh, that's a very good. I'd never thought of that.
So if I ask someone on a date, obviously I'm asking them to come get food. I'm not asking them to come buy their own food.
That's very. Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's a very good.
If someone asks me, says, "Oh, do you want to come do this, and get food?"
Yeah, then you're like, yeah.
I probably would split it. If say a girl asks me on a date, I'd probably split it. If they ask me, but if I ask them, I'd pay.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point. I feel like if you ask or the guy, if you enjoy the date, whatever it is, even they ask you whatever, I think you pay.
I feel like regardless, I'd still pay.
Yeah, I think for me it's like it's just the right thing to do. Like be a gentleman about it.
Dig out of the savings.
Yeah, I mean,
tap the card.
But if it's like if you didn't enjoy it, like properly, and like both people, like if you and the girl were just like, oh yeah, this like wasn't really that good, then I think you can agree to like split it.
But
that's never happened with me. But like
if you can agree to split it. Then yeah, but like you say you don't have a good date, and then you walk up there, and then you just say like, hey, so you'll tap your card next.
I mean, like, it's interesting.
It kind of gets awkward.
Yeah, I mean, like if it's like I said, if you really enjoyed it and like she enjoyed it as well, you pay. Like there shouldn't be you shouldn't question that.
It's
like, I don't care if you're like a tight ass, whatever. Like you shouldn't be a consideration.
Yeah,
like be a good person, pay for the date. It's like. I don't know.
It's like $20.
Yeah, wherever you go, like it's kind of a bit of an investment in a way as well. Like yeah,
if you think about it. I mean,
like
way.
Yes and no, but like obviously, like not in the intention of it, obviously, but like if you like you show them that you want to pay for them, like you like them, and like obviously they'd be like, oh well, like he's a really nice guy, like obviously he's paid for me, he likes me, and like stuff, and obviously maybe something can develop from that. Maybe
would you take a girl, say that haven't really met. Let's say like you're talking online. That's how you met.
Yeah.
Talking online. Would you take her to like a nice restaurant for your first date, or you just take her like somewhere like
No, somewhere like lower.
burgers and
Somewhere
chips
lower,
and stuff like that?
somewhere.
Yeah, good. I was gonna say if you took, I think
depends what type of person you are as well, and who you're talking to as well.
because say you don't know them. Obviously, you met online.
You're not going to some $100 like.
That's what I'm saying, 'cause then
you gotta be reasonable.
You dig yourself a hole because if the date goes shit, then you still got to fucking pay a lot.
Yeah,
of
no,
money.
you got to. It's got to be reasonable. You know.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you go meet for someone at like I don't know some like burger place or something.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
right, good.
Obviously, be reasonable with it. Like
a nice burger
yeah,
place.
of course. Like you don't know, but like wherever you go, like you go for coffee or something. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, like go for lunch, or something, pay for it. You know. Like,
Yeah.
just- obviously, you know, but it's there's a lot of factors to it, but the general consensus, you pay.
In consensus,
Be a
you
gentleman,
should pay.
be a good guy. I think you should pay.
Yeah. And then once you get into a relationship, then you can
Then you can start like negotiating.
Then you can
pays,
start
whatever,
negotiating.
But like, from
because
just-
what I do sometimes with my girlfriend is say she'll get drinks, I'll get food, or
yeah, that's not a
vice
bad
versa,
idea.
whatever.
Yeah. Or sometimes like someone said they do like on and off.
yeah, on
like,
and off sometimes.
Yeah, they pay, then someone else pays. But yeah, I think for like this initial like going on a date with someone, I think you should pay.
Yeah.
The general consensus, I think you should pay. All right, moving on to the next question. Another question to do with dating and icks and all that
It's
stuff.
a big dating podcast.
I know.
Isn't it?
Didn't even realize, eh? Look at us. The love matches, you know, all that stuff. Love
Cupids.
love therapists. Friends with benefits, yes or no? I mean, what I thought of it, like I basically just said, like for my answer, like, when I was thinking about these questions, like I think if you both like agree, basically, like this is like what's happening.
You must agree.
Both acknowledge it, and you can both go, oh yeah, this is fine.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a problem with it.
You
As
must
long as
agree, yeah.
none of them have a relationship or anything.
Obviously,
Like as long as they're not in a relationship and stuff, because some people still do that.
well, friends with benefits without like in the relationship.
I mean, like
It's cheating.
people do that. That's cheating. That's what I'm saying. Like, but
Yeah.
people still do it. You know, like
Yeah. Yeah. So obviously, there's two friends. They have to have a certain kind of
there's
relationship.
movies on it.
It's a certain
No, like
friends with benefits. It's called friends with benefits.
but there's one with Justin Timberlake and me.
Isn't that called friends with benefits?
Maybe I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. But there's a movie called Friends with Benefits.
Yeah. Well, there's the Mia.
The KSI one. There's the KSI one.
I haven't seen the case.
Oh no, it's a song. Never mind. It's not a movie.
There's well, like the movies. It's like Mia Kunis and Justin Timberlake.
I swear it's called Friends with
Well,
Benefits.
maybe it is. And then there's like another one with Ashton Kutcher and someone. And like so, Ashton Kutcher and this other girl for this movie, and then Justin Timberlake and Mia Kunis, whatever her name is, they're doing these like basically movies that have like the same thing, saying like don't get like connected, la la la. And then basically Mia Kunis and Ashton Kutcher are like together in real life, and like it started as that. It's like the two movies like what they both said not to do. They ended up getting together and like doing that, and then they became like a relationship.
There you
You
go.
know? So there you go.
Well, yeah, you have to have definitely have a kind of certain relationship
Oh yeah, no,
to be friends with benefits. You can't just like
yeah. I mean, yeah,
because then feelings get caught, stuff happens.
yeah,
One party doesn't know the other party's intentions.
definitely.
happens.
I think for if you want to, I feel go ahead, but it's got to be clear what's happening.
yeah.
You don't want someone getting hurt for no reason
Yeah,
because they thought it was a bit more than like what it is. Because there's one reason you're doing it for.
you know the reason.
You know the reason. So I think we agreed that it is as long as both parties are agreed to it.
But that's what everyone says. Like when everyone starts a friends with benefits, everyone's like, yeah, trust me, trust me.
Again, that's very true. It's
But
very
then
true.
it sometimes just
and then
doesn't.
it develops into something or it doesn't develop into something. Like,
Yeah.
A lot of factors, a lot of variables in this situation.
Yeah.
This is a question I put in myself,
Okay.
like not to do with any dating or anything.
Cutting that
I mean,
part
like
off.
you maybe could link it with dating. I don't
Never
know.
mind.
But the journey or the destination? It's a great.
It's a good question. It's a good question. It's a good question.
It's a great question, especially with this new podcast.
It's not
and everything.
about the journey. Wait, is that how it goes? It's not about the journey, it's about the destination. It's not about destination. It's a journey.
Yeah, I think so. I think the journey is the most important thing.
100%. I agree.
But the thing is, like, because the journey is where you learn,
Yeah.
and then when you get to the destination, then but like sometimes when you're at the destination, then you're unfulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
For some people, like people have like gone like, oh, I want to work to this, and once they get there, that's all they've been wanting to do, you know. And then once they're there, they don't know what to do.
I agree. I think
it's about,
it is a journey.
it's about always setting yourself goals, achievable goals that have a next step to it.
100%.
Like obviously, if you're like a billionaire at the top of your thing, then like you can't go any further. But you can always do better.
You can always keep getting better. That's the whole thing. That's the whole journey.
Yeah.
Like you should never have really a final destination. Like obviously you have mini goals.
I think you should have like obviously like there's like sorry the phone went off again. You have things you want to aim for.
Yeah.
And you aim for those things. Like what's it say? How's it go? Like shoot for the stars.
Shoot for the moon, land on the stars.
Yeah, something like that. You know. Yeah. Exactly. Like it's like
aim high.
Exactly. You aim your goals high, but they got to be achievable.
Yeah.
There's like, but you can have a massive goal, and within that massive goal, there's little goals, and until you do those little goals to get to the massive goal. So
maybe just shoot for moon, aim for the stars. I don't know.
Something like that.
There's different sayings of it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something like that. But yeah, I think it's
Kanye West lyric.
No,
shoot
that's
for the moon. Shoot for the moon, land on the stars. I don't know how it goes.
That's shoot for the moon, land on the stars is Pop Smoke, but then Kanye West is like shoot for the moon, and if you don't fall, you land on the clouds.
Yeah,
that's how that one goes.
Yeah,
which I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but like it's
it's Kanye. It doesn't have to mean anything.
Yeah, exactly. Allow it. So I think we've agreed that the journey is more important than the destination.
100%.
I mean, both are vital for life.
Yes.
For progression as a person and as an individual.
Journey.
But the journey is where you learn.
Yeah.
Become a better person through the journey. Learn more and become a more complete person.
Wasn't that our like year 11 English assignment or something?
I think so.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I swear it was.
Journey to the destination.
About that book. It was like about some Aboriginal kid. I think it was. I can't remember what book it was.
I'm not exactly sure.
It was like some big story.
Yeah, I don't know. Eh?
But I feel like it was.
But yeah, we've
written essays about this, mate.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't remember any of them. Okay, the next bit was something I just didn't. I know like idea of until like I've thought of it. Like I read it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So like when you in the car and you use your aircon, like that uses like fuel. It just didn't come across my mind.
Yeah.
I just thought like I don't know how it works. But anyways, if you like use your aircon, like that's uses fuel. But sometimes if you want to put your windows down,
it's better.
It's worse.
It's
because
worse.
The drag.
I mean, how much drag are you really getting?
But the thing is, like obviously, like there's a lot of variables to this.
Yeah.
Like the variables are like if you're absolutely speeding.
Yeah.
Your windows are open. Then you're
also doesn't fucking sound very good.
Huh?
Can't hear your music.
Oh, yeah.
Your windows down.
Just like it's
remix of the song.
Exactly. Yeah.
No.
But I thought of that. Like I thought that was. I don't know. I thought it was pretty interesting.
Or is there facts? Is there? Have we searched up actual facts?
Yeah, there's research done on it. It was more. Pretty sure less is used depending on. I think it might be windows down uses less.
That would make sense. Because I feel like,
but it depends what speed you're going.
Yeah.
And where you are. Like obviously, depending what speed it is and how hot it is. Because if it's absolutely boiling outside and your windows are down, it's going to use less fuel, but you're not going to be cool because it's going to be warm outside and the warm air is coming back in.
But it's the breeze. You do get a breeze. It does cool you down.
You do get the breeze eventually, but like initially, no. But then that's the same thing for aircon.
What do you do?
Aircon's not cold straight away.
Do you just pump the aircon?
Yeah, I put the aircon. But then if it's like really, really like hot, then I'll put them both down and just like
aircon.
Yeah, at the start, and then once like the air's cooler outside, or once the aircon's like cooled all the way down, I'll put the windows up, or if not, I'd turn the aircon off, let the air come in.
Yeah, I'm just an aircon guy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, it's interesting, you know. It was a bit of a waste of time. I thought maybe that question, but it is what it is, you know.
But now maybe some people don't know.
Exactly. Now you know. You think a bit more now. And the last question was sent in by Jeremy. I mean, it's a bit of a gruesome question, sort of, but would you rather die? Sorry.
Yes.
Would you rather die? I would rather die.
Would you rather die or die? Tell me.
Would you rather freeze to death or burn to death? I'd say freeze. Like burning to death would be horrible.
Yeah, but you know, like freezing, like you know how much painful freezing is as well.
But like burning? When you're freezing,
freezing burns your skin.
It's like cold burn sort of. But like if
I reckon that's worse.
But if you freeze, I feel freeze would be better because like your body, because obviously
you're still dying.
Yeah, exactly. You're not winning in any of these situations, unfortunately. Like people that do go through both of them, like apologies and stuff. But if you like. When you're freezing, but is it freezing like you're just sitting there and straight away? Because like when you're freezing, like you shut down, your body shuts down slowly.
So you're saying like you've been trapped in a freezer?
Yeah, I mean, Like
Or
you'd be
you're trapped in
cold,
a
but the thing
fire.
is, you just lose like feeling, so then you wouldn't be as bad. But that's the same thing as what do you call it, burning as well, because the heat burns the nerves,
Yeah.
and then eventually like you just like
I don't
whatever's
know.
left, you know. But like
I'd rather
I think I'd rather freeze. I think like
burn to
obviously,
death
like,
because it's more tragic and then people talk about it. Imagine freezing to death.
I mean, yeah, but like
Just warm up.
I mean, like none of them would be ideal. Like
Just
obviously,
warm up.
we're joking here and stuff, but like none of them would be ideal. No matter if you freeze to death or burn to death. But I'd say probably freeze. I wouldn't want to burn to death. Burn would be horrific, I feel. And like, that's my opinion.
I'm
like,
doing burn.
I'm doing
burn.
What's her name? She was the runner. She ran through the fire, and she like got out alive. Luckily for her. I forgot her name now.
The runner.
She was like a girl. She was a lady doing this marathon in like Western Australia or something. And then when she was doing it, then a fire caught within a part of the track, and they didn't think anyone was running in that section at the time, and she was in there, and then she was like stuck in there. Then eventually like she got out and stuff, and like her face is obviously scarred, whole body scarred. So good. Like 98% of her body was burned.
Yeah.
But like obviously like she still lives her life and everything, which is like good on her. God bless her and stuff. But yeah, like that wouldn't be enjoyable.
Yeah,
but, like, lucky enough she lived, you know, so she can talk about it and stuff. But
yeah,
I think I'd probably go freeze.
I'm going burn.
Freeze and burn.
I'm going burn.
Fair enough. Bit of what's it called?
Fiery situation.
I mean, what's it called? Contrasting answers this week, you know.
An icebreaker.
So, me and Thomas just had the same answers last week, you know. But everyone that's been listening, we'll move on to the conclusion now. But everyone that's been listening still, you made it this far. Congratulations,
yeah.
Legends, bloody legends. Do us a favor, a solid, whatever you call it. Like all the pages, follow them, subscribe, all that good stuff, and yeah, we'll move on to the conclusion now. Thank you so much for listening, guys, to the second. One job. The second episode of the Chatting Chit Podcast. It was an absolute pleasure having Adam on here today.
It's fun. It's good.
Hopefully you enjoyed your time here, mate.
Waste of my time.
Waste of your time, mate. Hopefully you guys listen to the whole podcast. Again, like I said, 300 followers on the Instagram. Let's get to that by the end of the next episode. Let's follow all the pages and everything. TikTok. Let's get the TikTok going. Get a bit more international audience. Would love questions from people from England, America, around the world. You know?
Just join.
Exactly.
It's easy as that.
Easy as that. Follow. It doesn't take long. Next week, I'm not exactly sure if there will be a podcast due to university and assignments and stuff. So there may be one the week after. I know. Yeah, unprofessionally for myself.
Absolutely outrageous.
But next guest will be a good friend of mine, Kieran Brodnick. So he'll be the next guest on. So stay tuned for that. Give him a look on TikTok. He's it's the fastest man on TikTok from my eyes. Jake loves a sprint. But yeah, but thank you guys so much for listening. This will be coming out on the Monday. So hopefully you enjoyed your long weekend. Hopefully it was great.
Big up Lizzie. Happy birthday, Lizzie.
Extra day. Yeah, happy birthday to her. And
how old is she turning?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Fuck no, she's old.
Yeah.
But happy birthday to her.
Exactly. But hopefully you guys enjoyed your long weekend. Hopefully enjoyed your long weekend. Enjoy the rest of your week and spread a smile, guys. Enjoy
we see you every Monday.
All right. Every Monday, exactly.
Adios.
Right. Ciao.